it's weird to hear all those compliments about you, so.
Excited, awesome, it's awesome, but I work is a great stuff, so it's like, I enjoy what I do.
We have some fantastic guests in the house. And no, the exciting news is not that I'm leaving. I'm still going to be president. Anyway, I'll let you all take over.
Thank you. I realize when you see me come in, if you've been here any number of years, you know that I've been here a few times and not always under the most pleasant of circumstances. But you saw somebody walking in with balloons, so that had to be a little bit of a tip-off that we're here for a really, really important reason. I want to thank Wendy Dan, Executive Director of our foundation. This is that time of year where we get a chance to go around schools and acknowledge the great work that teachers have been engaged in. And I just want to say thank you for all the work that you've done. I mean, this has been 2 years that I hope we never have to repeat. I hope you never have to repeat. I'm not going to repeat. The reality of it is we met the challenge, and it hasn't been easy. It's taken its toll. But through it all, each and every one of you kept your connections with kids and parents. And while I'm sure that our numbers have slipped a little bit, our graduation rates have gone down a bit, I believe that we're probably in as good shape as anybody in America, and that's due in a small part to all the local connections. So I want to say that as I read to you about this award and what it represents. So this is the Florence J. Clark Award for Excellence in Middle School Teaching. This award was established by Florence J. Clark, a former middle school teacher and counselor at Irving Middle School, who retired as assistant principal at Mickle in 1985 after 35 years of teaching and administration. Florence believes that middle school teachers have unique qualities and deserve special recognition. This award annually recognizes 2 outstanding middle school teachers in Lincoln Public Schools. Middle school teachers honored by the award demonstrate excellence in middle school teaching and work toward continuous improvement in student achievement and development. And the best part is this provides 2 $3,500 awards. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Wendy.
Thank you, everybody. As he said, I'm Wendy Van, the president of the Foundation for Lincoln Public Schools. And let's see, where can I be so that everybody can... Let's see, here? I'll be like that in the round. Here in the round. Irving has a super special place in my heart. I have 5 Irving grads and have a lot to, yes, I do have 5 kids that make it through middle school. So you get them every day, but I get them at home, and I just want to thank you for getting them through middle school. But a really special place because Irving has it's such a melting pot of so many different kinds of kids. And kids find each other here that they maybe met in preschool and they hadn't really found each other. They meet new people. And it's such a unique school, I think, in our community. And it really makes great kids. And to that end, I get to tell you about our 2 award winners. And for those of you who sent in nominations, I just really want to thank you. This is a labor of love. And I know that it's an opportunity for you to recognize your colleagues. We did get several applications, and so it was hard to choose one, but we're just really grateful that you have taken the time to recognize excellence in your school. So the very first, and I'm going to embarrass this person and have them come up here while I talk about them. So
one of them I don't see.
Huh?
One of them I don't see, one of them I do.
They're both here.
They are? Okay, great. Never mind.
Is Megan here? Megan?
Yeah, to be appreciated for the hard work is, and to be recognized is nice.
Yeah.
So, and actually getting to do it with everybody in person is exciting. Yeah.
You know, it's you are really a remarkable educator, and so many people contributed to your nomination. I just want to share a couple of the quotes. First of all, thank you for your coordination of the backpack walk, and I hope that you got the sand out of your teeth from the walk this weekend. My daughter told me all about what that was
pretty
like.
windy.
Yeah. Not only are you an amazing teacher, but you coordinate your peers. You like rally the troops to show up, and I think that's really remarkable in an educator.
I work with a wonderful team of teachers. They're the reason I show up every day. I've worked with several different teams. We move around in the building, but they are amazing.
Megan is a learner, and that means she's always reading and wanting to know more about what she can do to reach her students. The best thing she does is always try something new when what's currently being used isn't working. Her colleagues wrote, she uses a variety of activities and methods, like different fun technology, tools, and games, and she finds what's best for the kids. Megan pulls new, current pop culture trends from music, media, movies, and books to engage students in learning and help them to apply the knowledge every day.
I just belong in middle school, and I love the impulsiveness and them exploring their personalities and discovering who they are.
Some other quotes is, anyone who is on her team feels as if they can trust her and they are welcome. Her door is always open to anyone with questions or concerns. She knows students and the relationships she has with them allows her to connect on so many levels with teachers as well as the students, and she leads by example. Another quote says, Megan is often the teacher that mentors the new incoming staff. She makes suggestions, helps with problem solving, and finds strategies helpful to the rest of the team and staff. She's an amazing colleague who's always willing to share her ideas, classroom activities, and instructional strategies with other teachers. Her positive sense of humor and willingness to listen makes the day-to-day challenge of teaching more enjoyable. Like Dr. Joel said, in the last 2 years, we all needed a little bit of making our worlds more enjoyable. So congratulations on this great event. Did you want to say anything? Thank you, Megan.
I can't see you because you're behind the pillars. I'm like, where's Megan? Oh my God, where'd she go?
She also is the one in the school building that saves every email, like every email. So you're a great documenter, and you know how to use pages. You never taught me that. You have your 20
Well, the next award winner that I want to talk about actually was somebody who's made a really big difference on my life. Where's Joe Lefler? There he is.
I think it's really cool. It makes you feel appreciated. It can be a tough like slog sometimes, especially in May, and I guess it's still April, and it's really cool.
I'll read a little bit from Joe's nomination as well, but Joe taught, I don't know how many of my kids, probably at least 4, if not all 5 of my kids. And they're all grown and gone with the exception of one that's at Southeast, and they still talk about being in Joe's class. Mr. Leffler, but they talk about how he taught them to think critically. My Bella still talks about the days that you would give her the assignment to teach the class. And I think that has really inspired my children, as I'm sure all these other kids, to learn to be leaders in their own learning. And so my daughter is now doing the AP track for history and all that kind of stuff, and she still goes back to the techniques that she learned for critical thinking that she learned from Mr. Leffler. And so all of my kids have been forever changed by you, so I just want to thank you for that personally. But it's not about Wendy's kids, it's about all the kids. And Joe really welcomes collaboration and working with other staff members. He regularly volunteers to host practicum students and student teachers and does an outstanding job serving as their mentor. In addition, he's worked with other teachers and learning centers to identify and develop best practices as they work with students that struggle academically and behaviorally. So again, a leader within your peers, and that is something very remarkable. Joe covers some pretty significant periods in U.S. history. He uses a variety of materials to provide students with background knowledge and perspectives of our history as they become well-informed, independent thinkers.
I like watching students' history become alive instead of just something that happened way back then, something that affects them, and I like making them think about history. I love watching them grow up. You know, they're in middle school, so they come in as kids and they leave as young adults. And that's always cool to watch them grow up.
Methods used to engage students include first-person perspective from varying sides of an issue, current event stories that tie into history, historical documents, and collaborative projects. But I really think the magic is how you get those students to talk to each other about what they think that they're reading. So with that, I want to congratulate Joe on the Florence J. Clark Award.